Welcome to Smart Moves, your channel for guides, news, and gameplay of the Bazaar. So you've heard about the Bazaar, but you're not entirely sure what it is. All you know is it doesn't look exactly like anything else you've seen before. You might even say it looks a little bizarre. Yeah, I went there. In this video, I'm going to give you a basic rundown of what type of game the Bazaar is, what a session of play might look like, and what you can expect from the game after launch. This isn't going to be a deep dive into specific mechanics or heroes. We'll get to those videos later. Before we start, if you're interested in the Bazaar and planning on giving it a try, I'd really appreciate it if you use the referral code in the description when you sign up. Also, keep in mind that everything covered here is subject to change. Alright, let's start with the genre. Tempo, the development studio creating the Bazaar, calls it a hero builder. But I don't think that really gives you an idea of what it is. Let's try and lay out the genre tag list instead. The Bazaar is a roguelike, PvPvE, deck and hero building, auto battler drafting game. Imagine if you took the hero selection and exploration from Slay the Spire, mixed in combat where everything happens automatically, and then crammed it into a system that felt like Hearthstone Arena or Magic the Gathering's draft format. That's kind of close to what the Bazaar is, but we'll take a closer look at all of its moving parts to understand it better. It all starts with heroes. Before you hit play to start a run on the Bazaar, you have to select which hero you're going to use for that run. We know of 6 announced heroes, and 3 of them will be playable at the launch of the closed beta: Vanessa, Pygmalion, and Dooley. Each hero has their own set of items and their own unique playstyle. For example, Vanessa has an aggro or aggressive archetype. She's good at doing a lot of damage and winning fights quickly. On the other hand, Pygmalion is more of a stall type character focused on massive amounts of HP and extending fights out as long as possible. That doesn't mean that you can't play a tanky Vanessa or an aggressive Pygmalion. It just might be easier to land a solid build if you lean into their specialties. Once you've selected a hero to play as, you'll choose a starting skill and item, then start your run. The goal of each run is to win 10 PvP matches before you run out of prestige. Prestige is kind of like the HP of the run. You start with 20, and you lose some each time you're defeated in a PvP battle. The first time you lose all of your prestige, you get a second chance to continue your run. But if you lose again after that, the run is over. One of the awesome things about the Bazaar is that it isn't all PvP. In fact, only a sixth of the time you spend in your run is dedicated to PvP matches. The rest of the time you'll be interacting with PvE encounters to level up, improve your items, find new ones, and more. To understand how this works, we need to look at the days and hours system. A run in the Bazaar is broken down into days and hours. One day in the Bazaar has 6 hours. The hours are tracked via a clock-like interface on the left side of the play area. Looking at it like a clock, you start each day at the 2 position, then move to the 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 positions in order. At the 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 positions, you can encounter any number of a wide variety of PvE events. You generally are given 3 options to choose from. These can include merchants and shops, random encounters, skill trainers, and more. You can also get a PvE battle encounter as an option, which provides you a chance to earn XP, which will level up your hero, gold, which you can use in shops and events, and you can potentially learn a skill, which is a passive effect that can benefit your character and change the way you play the run. Skills are similar to relics in other roguelike games. Now, here's where the PvP matches come in. After completing the other hours in the day, you'll arrive at the 12 position on the tracker. Every time you hit that position, you'll face a PvP encounter. You won't be facing a live opponent though. The Bazaar does something very interesting instead. As you and other players progress through your runs, the Bazaar will snapshot player builds at the end of each day. When you start a PvP encounter, you'll essentially face the ghost of another player via their snapshot on the same day. This is possible because the combat is automatic and does not require any active input. The key to combat in the Bazaar is the setup before the fight happens. Once a player ghost has been fought by someone else, it's removed from the pool, preventing overpowered builds from dominating tons of players. A side effect of all of this is that there's no need for timers and pressure as you play through a run. You can take your time making decisions, and even get up and leave and come back later. Now that we've made it to a PvP match, let's talk about how combat works. Combat happens automatically when you encounter a PvE or PvP enemy. Throughout your run, your goal is to develop an effective combination of items to battle with. Each hero has their own specific items that they can encounter, and there's also a small set of generic items. Items can have all sorts of effects, but we'll cover a few common ideas that will help you understand them. First, most items operate off of a cooldown system. The item will activate, go on cooldown, and then activate again once the cooldown is up. Items can modify other items, deal damage, heal, provide shields, inflict status effects, and more. Once combat starts, a timer does tick down, and eventually a sandstorm will arrive to deal continual damage to both players, preventing matches from going on infinitely. The strategy for the Bazaar is in how you set up your items to work together during combat. When you acquire duplicates of an item, you can upgrade it to a stronger tier. Most items start at bronze and can upgrade to silver, gold, and diamond. Some items start at higher tiers by default. On top of all that, items come in 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large, which take up different amounts of item slots on your board, which can also influence how you combine them. Leveling up your hero gives you more item slots to work with. Finally, you also have a stash for spare items in case you're waiting on just the right combination to change your strategy. So, what do you get once you finish a run? The primary rewards in the Bazaar are cosmetics, from hero skins to card backs, from board skins to titles. You'll get a varying amount of cosmetics based on your success rate during your run. There's also a second mode currently called Ranked, which rewards more cosmetic items than a standard run. To participate in this mode, you need a ticket, and you automatically get 1 ticket per day, and can earn more for getting 10 wins in a normal run. The ticket system is primarily in place to help prevent botting, as cosmetics in the Bazaar will eventually be tradable amongst players in a player market. I want to close the video by talking about what little we know of the planned monetization of the Bazaar. First, the Bazaar will be free to play on the full release. If you want to play early, you need to purchase a Founders Pack. For more details on that and advice on which one to choose, you can check out my guide here on the channel. There will be a single in-game currency, gems. My understanding is that you'll be able to earn gems in-game and possibly be able to purchase them with real money as well. Gems will be used to purchase cosmetics from the store and the player market. Gems are also used to unlock new heroes to play as. It sounds like the shop may have some real money only cosmetics for sale as well. Once the game is fully released and available to everyone as a free-to-play product, the plan is to launch with a Battle Pass system. The system will feature exclusive, limited-time cosmetics that may not be available again. The current planned cadence for each Battle Pass is monthly. Honestly, 1 month seems really short for a Battle Pass period, and I'm personally worried about how easy it will be to complete, and concerned that there might be a little too much FOMO with the duration that short. But we'll have to see how it pans out. That about wraps it up for this look into what exactly the Bazaar is. I hope this video has helped you understand the Bazaar a little bit better. For a deeper dive into each hero, specific mechanics, guides, news, and live streams, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hitting the subscribe button is free and really helps us land more awesome opportunities in the future. Oh, and don't forget to use the referral code in the description when you sign up for an account. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the Bazaar.